Hi everybody, Wendy here from Lolly Dolly Crafts, and today I'm going to, as promised, do my the cushion kit that I got from Fiona, which is Fiona Jennings of Jennings 644. So I'm going to do that and have a play now. Now the cushion that Fiona did was a round one. You can make a round one out of this kit, which is perfectly fine, but I'm going to do, excuse me, a square one. In the kit I got this piece of hardboard and enough wadding to go back and front, plus some satin material to cover the back and front. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to secure this, this piece of hardboard, cardboard. You don't need it, but just to make the cushion more firmer, it's great just to put. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of hot glue onto it, just to secure the hardboard onto the wadding, like so. Okay, so it doesn't have to be like all the way around the corners, because once we've covered the with the material and everything, you're not going to see it. Okay, so then now I'm just going to add this bit again, just adding enough to keep it in place. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to try doing the trick that Fiona does, where I'm just going to stick, let's do it this way. I'm going to try and do yes, so I need to turn it over, just trim that bit off there, get the top bit, put this one over the top, and then I'm going to push down on the side and add some hot glue to the side here, and push with my hand down like so. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it round and do the opposite side. I'm not going to do that side then that side. I'm going to do the opposite side, because that way it means you get a better fitting fabric. So again, I'm going to push this down, okay, and I'm going to just lift that up. And run my hot glue, so we've got a nice cushion. Okay, so I'm just going to trim off around this edge using my nice big Tim Holtz scissors. These ones, I need to get a new pair. These are so battered and desperately, or I need them sharpened, one or two. So I'm going to use my big ones. I'm just going to trim off Fiona. Right, okay, so there we've got our fab cushion. Just check that all our edges are sealed. Oh, a little bit there, just to make sure there's no holes. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've got this lovely doily that came in the kit, which I'm going to put across like that, but I don't want to add that yet, because what I want to do is I'm going to use some of this fab, let's use my smaller, some of this fab lace that I got in the kit. So first of all, I want to, I'm going to add this around my pillow, like so, edge around the pillow like that. So I want it like that. I'm going to try and do it so my corners are tidy like that. And then I'm going to, when I've decorated it with lace as well, my doily, that will then go on the top like that. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to, watch me burn myself now. Just going to add this to the edge of my pillow, like so. And this lace is available from the Fiona shop as well. It's stunning. So I'm just going to tidy this corner and just run glue down there, and then carry on gluing it around the book. I had somebody leave a comment on my channel just to say that that sometimes when I do filming that I'm out of frame. I just wanted to say, I just want to apologise basically that if I do that, I'm really sorry, but sometimes, I don't know if any of you guys that are doing crafting and film it, that I get so engrossed sometimes I forget to look up and check that you know, that I'm in frame. And I'll also add, you know, let's be real, I'm no Steven Spielberg, so you know, what you see is what you get basically. Just trim that off and tidy that down. Yeah, so you know, if I do go out of frame sometime, it's, you know, they just mentioned, which is fine, that you know, sometimes I was out of frame, and then for the newbies, that they obviously want to see every detail of what I'm doing, which I totally understand. So if I do go out of frame, you know, just shout at me on the camera. And I'll try and get, you know, make sure I go back in frame. I do try and look up every now and again, but like I said, sometimes I just get a little bit engrossed in what I'm doing, and that's why you know, sometimes I might go out of frame. So I'm just sticking these corners down just to make sure that, you know, that it's secure. Okay, so there we go. So what I'm going to do now is, I've got some of this trim here, and I'm going to add this around the edge of my cushion. So I'm going to do that. Make sure I get the right side. Should have sorted that out before. Right side, wrong side. Right side, wrong side, right side. I don't know. I know Fiona tells us how to do the right side, the wrong side. But anyway. Okay. So I'm just going to add this all around the cushion. So I'll just trim that off there, and that way I can finish off that corner neatly so it matches the rest. I think I need a new look at my really sad glue stand. How disgusting is that with all the glue? I think I need a new one. my glue gun isn't any better. In fact, what happens is when I turn it off and I put it in my stand, all this gunky, horrible glue gets stuck to this and it won't come off for love nor money. Yeah, so, yeah, I think I need to get a new one. I might even try making one. I mean, look at that shape, how? Maybe that's a project in the making. Right, okay, so I'm just going to add a bit of glue there and just tidy up that bit there. So there we go. Okay. Oops. Stick to my desk. So just trim that bit of fluff off. Right, so that's that side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over because now this is not from the kit that I just wanted to use it. This is available in Fiona's shop, and it was from the kit that the promotional pack that she sent me, and it's a 1.5 inch soft cream eyelet lace. This is stunning, so, and I wanted to use this on this cushion. I think I've got enough to go around. Oh, I never thought. Let's have a look. Oh, have I? Let's have a look. I'm sure I checked it a minute ago. Have I got the wrong one? Oh no, I've got some. It's this one here. Right. It's this one, I think. Yeah, is it this one? Just make sure I've got. Oh, they're both the same, so if I haven't got enough, then that's fine. Let me just check that. I know one of them I had enough. I'm just going around and checking that. Yes, I have enough. Okay, so I'm just going to add this to the other side. Get out of my way. So when it's glued on, it will go. It'll stick out further than the one I put on the front, like so. Yep. You all know what I mean when I've done it. Excuse me. Okay, so, and it also tidies up this other side. So I'm just going to stick this on there. And this is lovely, this trim, because it's really soft and it's beautiful. It's great for making flowers. It's absolutely one of my favourite. Okay, so I'm just going to add this. There we go, like that. Just touch your finger, otherwise it won't stick. And then just, there we go, turn that over. Lovely. Beautiful job. I'm just going to stick that little bit of trim down there just to tidy that off. There we go. Okie dokie. Smoky, as Fiona says. So, I'll leave the link. Fiona's new online store is open now, and it's Jennings Crafts Boutique, Crafts with an S Boutique. So she's still working like a little Trojan, putting loads and loads. She's still got loads of products to, you know, and goodies and that to upload. So just go along there and, you know, have a look. I think by the end of this week, her Etsy shop will be closed down, and it will all be transferred over onto the new shop. Yeah, so do take a look. So now we've got this lovely, beautiful, and I like the shape of it because it fits perfectly corner to corner for my book. Okay, so I'm going to stick that down. In fact, which is the best corner? I'm going to cover where I finished off, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to stick this this down first, this corner here without burning myself. And then I'm going to stick this side, the other side down. And that way I can make sure that I get it even. And then all I have to do is run my glue gun under the bits that are more filled in on the doily, so that way I don't burn myself so much. So just pull that back and just add a bit of glue there. I will put these down as well, but I'm just doing these flowers in the middle first. And then, oops, just run some glue just to add this edge of the doily. There we go. Turn it round and do the other side. Fiona's got 2 more kits of some projects that she made as well in the shop at the moment. There's the little round cushion stick pin book. See, that's my fibro mouth not connecting with my brain. Stick pin cushion, the little round one that she did, that was absolutely stunning. She's got some kits of that in the shop, and also the bag kit that she did of a little lace bag kits that she used to make up herself, and so she just made a kit up for it. So I'm a big kit person. I don't know if you, I do love kits. Okay, so there we go. And what I'm going to do, I wonder if I can get, I want to add I want 4, so I want to add like 4 little tassel bits that stick out on each corner. So if I cut that in half and then cut that in half again, and then I can fold it. Right, yes, I'm going to do that. Right, so this was a piece of the satin ribbon that I got in the kit, so I'm going to cut it in half. I can do the corners in a minute, you know, do the angles on the ribbon. Then I'm going to fold it in half again, because I want them obviously all the same length. Okay, then I'm going to cut that in half, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold them like that on an angle, you know, so like in a small V. Okay, and I'm going to add that to each corner of my cushion. So I want to add each one to the corner of my cushion. And again, so put the ribbon together like that, and then just move it. Oh, that's because I've got glue stuck to my fingers. Move it slightly over so you've got a V, and then just glue that to the corner. Okay. There we go. You have to run out of glue sticks quick, don't you, on projects. And your outfit goes on my fingers. Look, I'm covered in glue strings. Okay, so the last bit, fold it in half, I'll just cut it. I'm going to put it in a V. Just put a bit of glue in there. You can do it either this now or then glue it to the corner of my cushion, like so. And then the last one. Okie cookie. Right, beautiful. So let's just move these odd bits out the way. Didn't need that. That's left over. Didn't need that. Don't need that. Right, and now these, again, it's not from the kit, but it's what Fiona sent me, which I'm going to use. I'm going to use these. I'm going to cut one off and add it to each corner of my pillow. And then I'm going to add just look at that. I'm going to add one of these big pearls in the middle of it, so I'm going to do that. I'm just cutting 4 of these off. 1, 2, and these are for sale in Fiona's shop as well. This gorgeous. Three, 4. Okay, so just trim that up. Trim that up. Okay, so I'm going to add one of these to each of these ribbon corners that I've created. Just make sure it's all tidy. Oh. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to add one to that one. Again, I'm going to add it there. And then the last one, I'll add it to this corner here. There we go. And then I'm going to add one of these gorgeous pearl centres, which are also available in Fiona's shop. To each of the flowers in the corner. You can decorate these cushions as much or as little as you want. Just remember that, you know, that if you are going to decorate them, don't overdo it, because excuse me, you don't want to lose the you know, the, I need one more large. Oh, that one went on the floor, didn't it? Where was it? Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut the, so I'm going to fold the ribbon here, fold it in half, okay, and I'm going to cut it at an angle, so an angle like this. And I use scissors that cut, not crappy ones that don't. Okay, so then you get that, like, well, let's find that point, that V there, so I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm going to do that one again because that messed up, because that, there we go, that's it. And then what I'll do is I'll just get, find a lighter just to burn that end so it doesn't, I'll seal that end so it doesn't fray. There we go. I'll do that. Do the same to that one. And if you're anything like me, I've done this and cut them at the wrong way. So again, so just like that. Oops. So pinch the ribbon in half and then cut it at an angle. Pinch the ribbon in half and cut it at an angle. There you go. There we go. And we've got beautiful corners on the pillow. Alright. So what I might do, I've got these little, these are smaller. I might do that at the end, or I might even, I've got some of this pearl trim here. I might add that. I wonder if I've got enough to go all the way around. Should do. Yes, I do. Right, so I'm going to add that as well around my pillow. This cream trim. Beautiful. I just need a nice new bed to match my cushion. Hey. Like this. Sort of beautiful, fully cushioned. Stunning. Well, I'm hoping to say I'm stunning. The beads are stunning. I'm hoping the cushion's going to be stunning by the time I finish with it. We shall have to see how it turns out. Just trim that off and glue it down. Ow! Don't burn yourself like I just nearly did. I've already got a blooming blister mark from where I burnt it last time. Okay. Oh, I hate glue strings. They stick to my nails. Somebody also asked me as well on one of my in my last video, I think it was, how do I keep my nails so nice when I'm crafting. They need redoing, but I do get glue stuck to them and goodness knows what else, and yeah, they desperately need redoing, repolishing, and so they don't always look fancy schmancy. So there we go. Just finish that, adding that. gorgeous. Sometimes when I look at something, or like I know what I want to make, and I look at it and I think, right, okay, I have no clue how I'm going to do it. I've got no real plan in my head other than, you know, that, say like, I knew I wanted to do the pillow because I had the kit, but I didn't have any idea of what the pillow was going to look like, or, you know, what the form it was going to take, whether it was going to be a round one, a heart-shaped one, or, you know. I don't ever have any, you know, sit down and have a fixed idea. Sorry about that. It's right that my plug that my camera's plugged into fell off the thing, and because the wire's short, it pulled my camera on the floor. Right, so I'll pause that and start again. So I never have any real idea of, you know, what I'm going to make, how I'm going to do it, you know, other than the actual theme of it. Sorry, I'm just sorting out my camera now because it fell over. Yeah, other than, you know, I knew I wanted to do a pillow, or I know I want to do a box, or I know I want to do a fabric book, or, you know what I mean, but how it develops is a totally, you know, another story. And I tend to sort of like create as I go, which I like, because it means I don't have to be, you know, worried about, you know, if I do something wrong. I'm just going with the flow, and, you know, and sometimes I might have some sort of idea in my head, but in theory, as I'm doing it, it doesn't quite turn out, you know, how I wanted it to turn out, which is, it doesn't matter. I can just change it up and, you know, try something different that maybe looks better. So I never really have a fixed. There we go. So that's a pearl around the cushion. I'm liking this. Likey. Okay, let's make sure I don't, sorry, just make sure it all doesn't fall on the floor. So, I'm going to get the glue sticks off now. So, what have we got here? I have got a flower I made earlier. And also in the kit, I had some of this. I love this stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here yet. I want to do something on these. I've got these were in the kit as well. I want to use these in the middle, I think. I might just put them the right way. I've also got a really awesome piece of bling. Where's that gone? That I got in the kit, which is absolutely stunning. A heart bling. Which I also would like to, well, it's not a heart actually, it's sort of like a, I don't know, whatever that shape is. I wouldn't mind. Can I take this centre off and put that one? Okay, there we go. So I did manage to get it off, and I stuck the lovely bling on it. So I've got some of this, I love this stuff, which came in the kit, and I want to add some to the corners, I think, and maybe some to this in the middle. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue this flower down, I think. Glue that down the middle. And I'm going to take oops, it's all stuck together. Take some off. Now I need 4 pieces, so I want 1, well I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want it on the one in the middle or just on these ones outside? It might be too much if I do it. I might just do it. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to add some of this to the underneath at the top of this flower. Do the same with this one here. Pull that back. And just add a bit of glue there and then pop that in. I love this. I love this this bead trim. Right, so a bit for here. What's bit, what have we got here? We've got a bit there. Okay. And then just stick that bit there. Oops. And then one last piece for this corner. Making sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna cut this now. Let's cut this off. Just seeing whether I want to add some of it. Otherwise it's going to be like covered in pearls. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, too much. Okay, so I've added the pearls to each corner. Okay. Some there. Beautiful. I'm I'm going to, I think, I might add 3 little pearls just to fill in this. See, I don't like blank spaces. So like, there's a blank space there and there's blank space here. So I might add 3 little pearls there and 3 little pearls here. Yeah, I think I might. Just to, just take a bit of this corner down. What do I stick? I'm going to do them like that. See, I've got this as well. A stunning piece. Amber shush. Which I could cut in half and put a piece there. And a piece the other side. Because I haven't got enough for the whole bit. So, I've got some of these little beads left that are also available in Fiona's shop. I've also got, I don't know, although I do like these, I'm not sure whether I want to add them. I do know. What I might do, actual fact, is use the, I might add them to one to each one of these like flowers here. I might do that actually. Yeah, what do you think? Yes, I might do that. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this without burning myself. I'm just using, I mean, like there's flowers on this doily here, so I'm just putting a little flat back pearl into each one of these. I think. I've just added one to each flower. What do you think? Do I need to add anything else? Like I said, I'm not very good. There's empty space here. But I don't want to put anything that's going to... mind you, I could add one of those to each. I could. Oh, there's no. Nope. Yeah, I might do that. That looks nice. It just fills in that blank space there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm just going to stick this little flower down. I love these little flowers. On that side, from on that side. gorgeous. And then I'm going to add one of these little acrylic pearly flowers to the centre, like so. Oh, there's the other one. And then I'm going to try and find a little diamantic bead. Oh, there we go, there's two to go in the middle. There's one there. Amber, stop it! Sorry about that. Without going into too much information, all I can hear is my dog licking and it's driving me nuts. So, that's right, she's... Oh, I've lost where I put them now. I had two. Oh, right, there we go. There's two. There's one, two. A little acrylic bead there, a little crystal bead there, and a little crystal bead for that one. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these in. You probably can't see it very well because they are tiny. I'm just going to pop that into there and pop that one into there. Yes, I think I will stop now, otherwise I will just be adding and adding. So there we go. There's my cushion using the kit from Fiona Jennings' shop. I hope you like it. I do, I think it's lovely. So there we go. Thanks for joining me, and come back soon. See you, speak to you later. Bye.